Stopped him after a gain of a yard, so it'll be second down and 19.
The Giants have played almost error-free football, Lindsey. I think the game plan has worked to this point magnificently. They have not fumbled. They have not thrown interceptions. They've covered well on special teams. And I think these 76,000 plus fans here are just delighting in the new Giants.
Hammond has to hit the deck at the line of scrimmage. It'll be third and 19.
The Bears have come back. Detroit took an early lead, 7-0. They've come back with a couple touchdowns and probably a couple field goals to take a 20-7 lead. Steve Schubert had a 48-yard punt return in there for a touchdown for the Bears.
Jerry Goldstein there, number 12. We had a little problem trying to find out how to pronounce that name correctly. We were told it was a Dutch name. His coach calls him Goldston, and we were told that it is Goldstein, just stretched out a little bit, not too far.
Come on, Billy!
Third and 19. Reverse play with Hammond. Got out to the 32s. One thing about it, if Jerry Goldstein engineers these Giants for the season the way he has today, he can pronounce his name any way he wants to.
I'll tell you, New York's ready for another quarterback. Namath was the big star here. Of course, he's moved on to Los Angeles. And this town has made a lot of stars out of quarterbacks. I tell you, there's a lot of players today who have changed their pronunciation. Tony Dorsett, of course, wants to be pronounced Dorsett. Got a back at Green Bay now, Willard Harrell. He wants to be known as Willard Harrell.
All horning, and there is deep punt formation and booted out of there. Jennings and Eddie Brown fielded it on a hop, a little precariously, and Frank Marion was there to make the stop at the 42-yard line. First and 10 at the 42.
Well, Lindsey, the Redskins take over. They've got a big goose egg on that scoreboard. The last time the Giants had a shutout was back in 1970 against the New England Patriots.
Sports Spec, 4:30 next Saturday. Automobile racing from Trenton, the 150, and some of the great names, including Mario Andretti, will be driving there.
Indy-type cars. Janet Guthrie.
Kilmer has the ball. Grant has it. And he is at the 42-yard line before Jim Steinke makes the stop. So the Redskins have moved to the Giants' 42 on the strong right arm of Bill Kilmer to Frank Grant.
I tell you, Billy Kilmer's getting up a little bit slow. He really gets whacked here. Little play action pass. Now watch Kilmer release, and then he gets hit by Gary Jeter. It's a little turn-in pattern to Grant. He caught him right in the middle of that zone. You know, Kilmer came out yesterday in a workout here in Sharks, and I asked him, did his legs swell up like that every summer? And he said, well, I just thought I'd wear shorts in case some of the Giants were around. They get a little overconfident.
Riggins carrying, and he gets to the 39-yard line. Picked up 3 on the play before Brian Kelly and Bill Bryant made the stop. It'll be second down and 7. We have 2 minutes, 45 seconds left to play in the third quarter. The Giants are leading the Redskins by a score of 10-0. This is one of the long and storied rivalries, the Giants and the Redskins. Redskins used to come to New York, and they'd come on the train and come up 8th Avenue with the Redskin band playing, and George Preston Marshall at the head of the column.
I'll bet you were there too, weren't you?
Kilmer dropping back. Gets it to Thomas outside. At the 32-yard line, Bryant and Kelly get him out of bounds.
Kilmer going away from the run now. They trail 10-0. He's beginning to warm up. 9 out of 19 now for over 115 yards.
Third down and inches to go. A very few inches for the Redskins at the Giant 32.
Bob Brunet in at right halfback, probably for blocking purposes for Riggins.
Riggins, 44. Brunet. Well, he's still struggling now. Did he get it? He only needed inches.
I tell you, he got hit behind the line of scrimmage first. I think if I could pick out number 55 was one of them, Brian Kelly. See where they mark it. Here it is. A little penetration. It's Brian Kelly who throws his body underneath, and Henry Carson on top. Brunet struggling, extra second effort, very close.
They'll bring out the chain to measure now for the possible first down.
Harry Carson. Call him Henry Carson there. Short.
Just inches short. A very little bit.
Well, if they went for a field goal, it'd be a 49-yard effort. I think they're going to go for the first down.
Oh, it's on the 32-yard line.
Oh, if the Giants stop him here, you're going to hear 76,000 people really roar approval.
Fourth down and inches to go. Rooney and Riggins. Kilmer's the quarterback. Rooney first and 10 for the Redskins at the Giant 30-yard line. Dan Lloyd made the stop. Redskins keep their drive alive with the Giants leading 7-0. 1 minute, 49 seconds left to play in the third quarter. We used to call the Giants the over-the-hill gang, but a lot of them are gone. Rooney is coming off. Rooney, who picked up the first down, stunned a little bit. Thomas is back in there for him. Rooney from Louisiana Tech, an 8-year veteran. Out of the eye, Riggins and Thomas. Charlie Taylor, but incomplete.
Covered by Billy Bryan over there, and he was wide open. Kilmer got it there, a little flutter. Charlie couldn't hold on.
Rooney is getting attention there now. It'll be second down and 10 yards to go for the Redskins outside the Giants 30. Larry Mallory comes in now in the Giants version of the nickel defense. 1 minute, 27 seconds remaining to be played in the third quarter with the Giants leading 10-0. Grant goes to the left side. Charlie Taylor comes to the right side. Mike Thomas is the tailback. Riggins the fullback in the I formation for Bill Kilmer. Gets it over to Riggins, but incomplete. It's a forward pass incomplete, that's all.
Mendenhall giving Kilmer a little guff. Well, he was wide open, Lindsey. Billy just couldn't get it back over to the left side. There's a flag down.
So the officials are in conference once again. Holding against the Giants.
Automatic first down. Boy, they needed it. It would have brought up 3rd and 10. There he is, John Mendenhall, who's played outstanding today. As have all the New York Giant defenders, both on the line, the linebackers, and the secondary.
Let's pick up the penalty here now.
Illegal use of hands, defense, number 10. Illegal chucking. First down.
Brad Van Pelt.
Illegal chucking against Brad Van Pelt. So the ball is at the 25-yard line, 1st and 10.
You can only chuck them once now as they go down the field. If you hit them twice, it's too many times.
Grant and Taylor are double to the left side on a 1st and 10 at the Giant 25. Riggins, penalty markers thrown. Riggins gets 1 or 2, but we'll have to check out the marker. Troy Archer made the stop for the Giants. This last year with the Jets, Riggins picked up more than 1,000 yards.
1,005 to be exact, 1975. Kilmer looking situation over. Another penalty against the New York Giants. Ron Jaworski has opened up in his new home pretty good. He's thrown 2 touchdown passes. They lead Tampa 13-3.
Defense, right side of the line. First down and 5.
Right side of the line, the culprit that time. So it'll be 1st and 5 at the 20-yard line.
Lindsey, a lot of penalties. Washington, 7 penalties, 58 yards. New York, 12 penalties for 70 yards so far.
Thomas into the 18-yard line as Jack Gregory brought him down. It'll be second down, about 3 to go at the 18 of the Giants in Redskin possession. We have now exactly 1 minute remaining to be played in the third quarter. Giants are leading 10-0.
As I said, Jaworski 2 touchdown passes today. They lead Tampa Bay 13-3.
Taylor to the left side. Frank Grant comes to the right side. Thomas and Riggins are the setbacks for Kilmer. Riggins. Right up there outside the 15-yard line, very close to the sticks. Brian Kelly upended him.
From behind the defense, you're looking at Harry Carson, the middle linebacker. He plays off the block of the center, gets into the play. Riggins goes over him. I think he's going to be a little bit short. They need about a half a yard.
Third down and less than a yard to go, as you can see there. Ball is at the 16-yard line. Thomas and Riggins for Kilmer. Right wing. And the gun sounded before the snap, ending the quarter. The gun sounded before the snap, so that's where we'll start the next quarter of this football game. That's the end of the third quarter with the score: the Giants 10, the Redskins nothing. We now pause for a word from your local station.
When a mysterious sneak thief strikes, the Fitzpatricks rally to the challenge. Don't miss this new drama series, Tuesday night on CBS.
This is John McVay's first opening day in the NFL. George Allen has never lost one in 11 attempts, and this is his 12th. As players resume, we have a quarter to go. This is Lindsey Nelson with Paul Hornung at Giant Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Third down and less than a yard to go for the Redskins at the Giants' 16-yard line.
Walter Payton has scored a couple of touchdowns for the Bears. They've broken loose for a 20-point lead.
Calvin Hill and Riggins are in there in that backfield. Calvin Hill, he's got the first down. Keeps on going, nears the 11-yard line, so it's going to be 1st and 10.
You know, one thing, they showed the New York Giants that play just as the quarter ended, but they came right back and said, well, you might know it's coming, but you got to stop it. Here's Calvin Hill going off the left side on third and about a half a yard. High stepping for the first down. Almost got stripped of the football.
It'll be 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line now for the Redskins, with the Giants leading 10-0. We're in the fourth quarter. Grant goes to the right side, doubled over there with Charlie Taylor. Mike Thomas and John Riggins are the setbacks in the eye. Kilmer has the ball. Lofts it out there to Fugit. Wide open. To it. Couldn't get to it.
He couldn't have been more open. Gene Fugit, who caught 6 touchdown passes in a 1976 season, was wide open, Lindsey. He lined up on the left side, came across. Clyde Powers tried to stay with him, but he was open in the end zone. Billy, not too happy with that throw.
Fugit, a 6-year veteran from Amherst, who was formerly with the Dallas Cowboys. 2nd and 10 for the Redskins at the Giant 12. That goes to the right side, and Charlie Taylor comes left this time. Split the running backs, Riggins and Thomas. Riggins open up a big hole. He gets to the 5 and inside to the 3-yard line. Jim Stanky finally brought him down. John Riggins, 230-pounder.
Good hard running by John Riggins that time. We get a backside view of the middle linebacker, Harry Carson. Here's the sweep left. Number 20 is Jim Steinke. Got some people out in front of him. He collars him and brings him down. It's going to be very, very close. In fact, it's a yard short of first down.
3rd and 1 at the 3. George Allen. Riggins and Thomas are the setbacks. 3rd and 1 at the 3. Thomas. Touchdown! The Redskins took it in, and Mike Thomas scored. The Redskins are on the scoreboard for the first time today with 13 minutes, 25 seconds remaining in the game.
I tell you, Lindsey, this is the 4th straight time on 3rd and short they've used this exact play. Here it is. They double teaming at the point of attack. They pull a guard, and look at Mike Thomas has got some good running room, and he does the rest. He beats the safety on the inside for the score.
There was a Giant penalty on the play. It has been declined by the Redskins, who, of course, take the touchdown. Mark Mosley's in to attempt the conversion with Joe Theismann holding.
Typical Giant Redskin game, isn't it?
Mosley boots it, and it's good. So as they come back up the field now, it is the New York Giants 10, the Washington Redskins 7, 13 minutes, 25 seconds of football left to play here at Giants Stadium.
Sears is as big as Texas, and it has everything you need.
We're at a Sears store to find out why Sears is where America shops.
Well, I work for an airline and travel all over the country. So I find that I like to shop at Sears because I can always use my credit card there.
The Sears catalog is a fast, easy, convenient way of shopping.
I even buy my saris sometimes in Sears at the fabric department.
Sears, where America shops.
The Ford in Your Future is coming October 7th. The new Ford Fairmont. A new wagon designed for today and the years ahead. The Fairmont wagon has very good mileage ratings, but while it is trim and lean outside, Fairmont has almost 90% of the passenger space of GM's biggest wagons and can swallow up all this cargo. Is Fairmont the Ford in your future? Test drive Fairmont October 7th. Find out for yourself. Fairmont, the newest, better idea from the Wagon Master.
Betty White sees red when a blind date for her ex-husband leads to a blossoming romance. Join the laughter tomorrow at 9, 8 Central and Mountain.
Mark Mosley will kick off now for the Redskins. Jimmy Robinson, number 85. Bob Hammond, number 33, are the deep men to receive it for the Giants. Hammond's moving up. Hammond at the 14, to the 15, to the 20, 25, 30. Hammond to the 35, to the 40. Finally wrestled to the turf by Danny Bugs. And the Giants will start first and 10. Excellent field position near the 45-yard line.
31-yard return by the second-year man from Morgan State. And he's electrified these New York Giant fans. He got off a 28-yard run in the first quarter. Cutting up the left side, good blocking. Bob Hammond on 31-yard return gives the Giants great field position.
Zonka and Spencer. Spencer got to the 45 for one. It'll be 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line. Doug Coder was lost through an injury in the first half. So it's been Zonka with either Spencer or Hammond for the second half. Spencer comes out and Bob Hammond comes in just now. Second down, 9 yards to go. McClinton's a middle linebacker, 9-year veteran from Southern.
Come on, get that ball! Come on now, Kenny!
Hammond. He got to the 47. Harold McClinton made the stop after gain of 2. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Well, if you wonder why your middle linebacker should be the toughest guy on your football team, take a look at this. He's got to fight off a block, and he's responsible for that running back, and McClinton got an A for that effort.
Your Green Bay Packers had a middle linebacker named Ray Nitschke. Was he tough?
Oh, he was tough. We even hated to practice against him. He'd just soon tear one of his own teammates' head off. What a great
3rd down and 7 yards to go. Goldstein. Embry Moorhead. Incomplete. It'll be 4th and 7.
He was open for a minute, just a little bit low. Goldstein would have had the first down.
Speaking of middle linebackers, there's a great one along broadcast row here this afternoon broadcasting for the Redskins. He was a great one with the Giants, a fellow named Sam Huff.
Yes, sir. He ended up his career in Washington. He and my man had a few run-ins, I'll tell you that. They used to talk, of course, I'm speaking of Jimmy Taylor.
Eddie Brown is deep. Dave Jennings puts it up. Eddie Brown moves up now, and he's got it at the 19. He's at the 20. Side slips a few and gets it out across the 30. And he's bulldogged across the 31-yard line by Ellenbogen. So it'll be 1st and 10. There was a penalty marker on that kick. Penalty marker on that kick. The officials confer it is clipping on the run back. clipping on the run back.
Going to nullify a very fine field position for the Redskins. They would have taken over 1st and 10 at the 32. Now it's back inside the 15 at the 12-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line is where the Redskins start, and there is a big, big difference.
First down.
$11 minutes, 41 seconds left to play. It is New York 10, Washington 7.
You're coming in loud and clear. Must be a realistic CB radio.
Paying for good buddies, my new 40-channel realistic. Radio Shack's got it on sale right now for only $79. I saved $60. Best deal I made all year.
That realistic sure is a good brand.
10-4 on that, you can depend on realistic. They've been making them for 16 years.
The sale price 40-channel CB by Realistic. Only at Radio Shack. The Tandy Company.
Announcing a unique new motor oil from Exxon Research that can actually save money. New Golden Natural Uniflow. Uniflow was tested in cars like yours. After break-in, it delivered an overall average of 16 extra miles per tank full. Savings like that could cut your gasoline bill the equivalent of about 3 cents a gallon. New Uniflow motor oil is Exxon's best engine protection ever. It conserves gasoline, saves money.
When Major Burns gets reassigned, Major Winchester gets MASH.
You actually wear that? Sure, when I'm operating on pilot.
Then the season premiere, Lou Grant.
I got a tip that something's cooking at the cop house.
Whatever it is you're hiding, I mean to get it out in the light.
2 new starts, Tuesday at 9, 8 Central and Mountain.
Doug Van Horn, Tom Mullen, the offensive unit along the sideline for the Giants. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line. Mike Thomas carrying for the Redskins. Goes out of bounds at the 13. Brad Van Pelt ran him out. Again of a yard.
Well, Kansas City took an early 14-0 lead. New England stormed back. They've got a 7-point lead in the 4th quarter. Chicago 27, Detroit 10. Detroit just added a field goal. They were trailing 27-7, and it's half. Walter Payton scored a couple in that ball game.
Dan Lloyd's in there now for the Giants. They have 4 linebackers on a 2nd and 9 circumstance for the Redskins. This is Riggins. Moves it out to the 19-yard line. Kansas 6 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 3. Dan Lloyd made the stop.
Oh, and I don't believe this. Green Bay 24, New Orleans nothing. I'll tell you, if Bart Starr wins 7 games, he should be coach of the universe.
Does it get as cold as up there as people say it does?
I'll tell you, it gets colder. How about that? I was there one year, it was below zero 34 straight days. And that's cold.
You weren't there 34 straight days.
No, Max and I flew to Chicago for a few days.
That's what I thought. Kilmer, Fugit at the 35-yard line. Gene Fugit, Bill Bryant hanging on. 1st and 10 for the Redskins as they move it upfield.
Slow motion shot of your big tight end. Watch Gene Fugit here. He got away from the linebacker Pelt. Pelt's got short coverage over the linebacker's head, and Gene Fugit right there. Clyde Powers tried to get a shot at him, and Billy Bryant finally pulls him down. Kilmer now lends 10 out of 22, 132 yards, beginning to warm up here in the 2nd half.
Redskins send Charlie Taylor to the right side. Frank Grant to the left side. It's 1st and 10 at the 35. Calvin Hill and John Riggins at the setbacks for Bill Kilmer. Hill is carried. Got it up to the 38-yard line for 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7 at the 38. Harry Carson made the stop along with John Mendenhall right there.
Let's see if we could pick up big John Mendenhall. He beat the center there on the block, came back and tackled Calvin Hill as he dived over for 3 yards. Good play by Mendenhall.
9 minutes, 52 seconds left to play. Coach John McVay of the Giants. Giants are leading by a score of 10-7. Bill Kilmer retreats. Pumps once, right over the middle, taken by Riggins. Riggins at the 45. May have another 1st down when it's spotted. Brad Van Pelt made the stop.
think Riggins actually was supposed to stay in to be a blocker there. He knew Billy was in trouble. They ad-libbed that.
First down at the 45-yard line. The Redskins moving steadily upfield now. Troy Archer goes off the field. Coming in is J.T. Turner. Grant to the left side and Charlie Taylor to the right side. 1st and 10 Redskins at their own 45. They're trailing by 3. Here is Riggins. And pulling him down is Gary Jeter, the Giants' #1 draft choice from Southern Cal.
Well, Lindsay and I watched him do that against Notre Dame for about 3 years in a row, didn't we?
I'll say.
Gary Jeter, right here at the top of your screen. George Stark tries to block him to the inside. He gets rid of the blocker, and he also gets rid of the running back, John Riggins.
Loss of a yard on the play makes it 2nd down and 11 for the Redskins at their own 44. Larry Mallory's in there on the Giants' nickel defense. Larry Carson has gone out. Kilmer going long to Fugit. Incomplete. Penalty marker. Penalty marker.
Larry
Mallory tried to go over his shoulder and interference has been called.
Now there's the play that the New York Giants hoped would not happen.
1st and goal inside the 15 for the Redskins.
Lindsay, Gene Fugit, your tight end, had no chance to catch this football.
None at all.
This was completely overthrown. They gave Kilmer a lot of time to throw the football, and you could see Larry Mallory there with these hands on the shoulder pads, on the shoulder. Ball was right there. Fans hollering they wanted that interference call. Goldstein 5 out of 12 now for 68 yards. Good pass protection for the Giants. Moorhead on the post. See, he's got him beat for one, just a little bit behind him. And folks, that was not pass interference. We got a final. Miami shut out Buffalo 13. Miami 13, Buffalo nothing.
Goldstein. Up Swanson goes long, and it is Ed Marshall, and he is at the 8-yard line. Giants 1st and goal at the 8, 2.5 minutes left to play in the game.
The second-year man from Cameron State, 6'5", 200 pounds. He caught the deflection. This pass should have been intercepted. He was going for the home run from the end zone. Goldstein, a little stunt up front by the Washington defense. The Giants pick it up. Good strong arm here, but it's just a little bit underthrown. That's Kenny Houston off his left hand, and a one-handed catch by Eddie Marshall, and the ball is inside the 10.
1st and goal for the Giants at the Redskins 8-yard line. The Giants are trailing by 7. Hammond and Zaka are the running backs. 2 minutes, 1 second. 2 minutes, and there's the whistle that will stop play for the 2-minute warning. The 2-minute warning has come up here before the ball can be snapped. When players resume, the Giants have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line as the Redskins lead 17-10.
Europe's most successful new car in history comes to America. Introducing Fiesta, now imported from Germany by Ford. Fiesta. It has power that took it from 0 to 50 in an average of 8.8 seconds. Front disc brakes that brought it from 50 to 0 in an average of 3.3 seconds. And excellent gasoline economy. Fiesta, Europe's most successful new car in history. Test drive one at your authorized Ford dealer.
Cicely Tyson for Color Track by RCA.
My rose is red, my skin is dark brown, and my dress is bright orange. If these colors don't look right to you, you should know about Color Track from RCA. Getting the color right is what Color Track is all about. It actually adjusts the colors and locks them on track.
Before you see the Color Track system grabs it, aligns it, defines it, sharpens it, tones it, and locks the color on track.
RCA is making television better and better.
Lindsey Nelson with Paul Horning at Giant Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey, and the Giants have the ball 1st and goal at the 8-yard line of the Redskins. The Redskins are leading by 7 points. Hammond and Zaka are the running backs in there for Goldstein. Ed Marshall, who just caught that pass, is observing his birthday today. 2 minutes left to play. Goldstein's got it, and there he is, wide open, touchdown! Gary Shirk took it for the touchdown. perfect execution, bootlegged out there by Goldstein.
And I'm sure the play was called from the sideline. Boy, the NFL at its best right here on CBS. Stick around, folks. Remember, we could go into sudden death.
It'll be a conversion attempt.
Here it is, play action. And the tight end, Gary Shirk, is wide open. Touchdown.
Larry Mallory is in the hole. Joe Donello will attempt the conversion, which, if good, will tie the score. It's down, it's up, it's good. And the score is tied. With 1 minute, 56 seconds left to play, the score is tied. The Giants 17 and the Redskins 17.
Oh,
boy.
4 plays, 74 yards. It took 1 minute and 30 seconds for the Giants to tie this football game up.
Woo. So we'll have a Giant kickoff to the Redskins with 1:56 to play.
I got enough to worry about. My hairline, my waistline. When it comes to my money, our money.
We let someone else help us do the worrying.
Our IDS representative. He worries about planning for our future. And that means not just life insurance, but investments and savings, too.
IDS, not just insurance, not just investments, but a financial plan designed especially for you. When it comes to your money, let us help you do the worrying. IDS, we help people manage money.
Do they have... Joe Donello will kick it off now. Joe Donello will kick off from the 35-yard line. Eddie Brown is back there center deep. Danny Bugs is back there on one side of him and Clarence Harmon on the other. He puts it up.
Good kick.
Eddie Brown chased back into the end zone. It's across the end line. Touchback, 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Donello with a long boot and no return.
And they didn't want to get that young man hands on the football, Eddie Brown. That was a great kick under pressure by Donello.
Now we will have a chance to see the 2-minute drill run by Kilmer. Here's a baseball final. The Yankees defeated Detroit by a final score of 6-5. So they start 1st and 10 at the 20, and the Giant defense will be trying to hold and get the football.
Lindsey, didn't Joe Theismann take a timeout here in the 4th quarter? I only think Washington has 2 timeouts remaining.
I think you're right. I think you're right. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Yeah, you're right. 2 timeouts remaining is what they have.
It might have cost them.
Thomas, incomplete. So there is play number 1 as Brian Kelly was covering defensively. Bill Kilmer trying to hit Thomas.
Well, they need a 1st down, and also that Giants, if they have an incompleted pass or do not get the 1st down on this play, then the momentum might move over to the Giants because they'll have time to take the punt, use their timeouts, and possible field goal. There's McVay on the sidelines.
He's had a busy day over there. 2nd and 10. Redskins at their own 20.
We couldn't have had a better opening game for us, could we, Linz?
Fumble. Giants have recovered. It's Harry Carson.
I think it was 77. Troy Archer.
Harry Carson on the ball.
Harry Carson got the football, but Troy Archer, I think, got his hand in there on the quick handoff to Mike Thomas. Let's watch it. Here's Kilmer, quick trap. He hands off to Mike Thomas, and there it is. Troy Archer, number 77, caused that fumble. Harry Carson got it back for New York, and they've got a shot to put it away here.
1 minute, 48 seconds left. The score is tied 17-17. The Giants have the ball inside the 20-yard line of the Redskins. Zaka and Hammond are the setbacks for Goldstein, and as Zaka straight ahead gets it down to the 16, perhaps the 15-yard line. Again, a 4 makes it 2nd and 6. Mike Curtis, Harold McClinton made the stop.
I was going to say, Lindsey, Larry Zaka had both hands on that football. There's a lot of leather popping down there right now. They're trying to strip that football away.
Here comes Willie Spencer, number 27 in. You can see Joe Donello along the sideline warming up. They keep that in mind that they're down there in field goal range. 1 minute, 22 seconds. The clock is running.
Donello's 4 field goals beat the Redskins here last year.
Zaka and Spencer. Zaka tries right tackle and got it most a yard. If that.
They're going to settle for 3. Let the clock run down, Linz.
It's now exactly 1 minute remaining to be played. It'll be 3rd down and 6 yards to go, and the ball is at the 15-yard line. Ed Marshall has come into the ball game now. Henry Moorhead has gone out. That is wide receiver shuttling in, calling the plays, bringing in the plays from the sideline. 3rd and 6 at the 15. The clock says 40 seconds left. Scores tied. Zaka and Spencer in the I formation. Zaka straight ahead. Picked up 2 yards to the 13-yard line. Clock says we have 26 seconds left. Here comes Danello onto the field now to try the field goal. Joe Danello is kicking one for the Giants here last year against the Redskins.
And all he's got to think of is kick it just like an extra point, Lindsey. The line of scrimmage is about the 13-yard line. It'll be a 30-yard attempt.
Timeout is called with 7 seconds remaining. 7 seconds on the clock. Timeout is called. It's going to be a 30-yard field goal, and Larry Mallory will be holding.
Now, you might see a little psychological thinking here on the part of the Redskins. If they line up again to kick it, the Redskins might call a timeout to give Danello a little bit more time to think of the pressure.
Danello is on the field. 3-year veteran from Washington State. Last year he had 8 field goals in 21 attempts. Score is tied, 17-17. 7 seconds left to play on opening day. The Redskins and the Giants, one of the storied rivalries in the annals of professional football. Sellout crowd of more than 76,000 fans on hand. Now here come the Giants. Mallory at the 20-yard line. It'll be 30-yard attempt. Danello will attempt it. Sidewinder. It's up. Good. It's good. It is good. A 30-yard field goal, and the Giants go ahead. 3 seconds on the clock. The Giants 20 and the Redskins 17.
As soon as he hit the field goal, Larry Mallory, who held for it, got up and hugged Joe Danello. The whole Giant bench has erupted. They're on the field congratulating Joe Danello. With 3 seconds left, it looks like the Giants have won the opener.
This stadium is a bedlam here. The Giant fans are on their feet because they saw a lead disappear. They saw the Redskins take the lead, and in other years they've seen that all too often. But they've seen the new Giants come back and regain the lead here this afternoon. 3 seconds on the clock. Giants will kick off. Eddie Brown is retreating deep. Danny Bugs is on one side of him. Clarence Harmon on the other. The Redskins sideline. George Allen has never lost an opening day game. George Allen has lost only once to the Giants ever. His record against them 14-1.
All they got to do is cover this kick.
Danello gets it down there. And now it is picked up at the 2 and the clock starts. Clock started when it was touched. The game is over. The Giants have won. It was returned to the 18-yard line. The clock started when the ball was touched at the 2-yard line. The 3 seconds ran off, and the Giants have won the opener by a score of 20-17.
Oh, Johnny McVay, there he is in the middle of your screen. He's so happy. He's forgotten. George Allen is walking over to shake hands, but he's so ecstatic right now, I think he's forgotten. He's on his way to the dressing room. Oh, what a game for the Giants.
As McVay in front of the troops as they head for the tunnel.
Nobody has left this ballpark yet.
They're all still here, and George Allen has sustained his first defeat ever as a head coach on opening day, talking to Kenny Houston as they walk off.
Probably talking about that pass that was deflected into the hands of Ed Marshall. Could have been an interception. Houston just keeps shaking his head. It hit his left hand, and Ed Marshall caught it one-handed and got it inside the 10 where they scored the next play.
With a beautiful bootleg pass from Goldstein to Shirk that scored the touchdown.
Well, Namath is gone. Maybe Jerry Goldstein has arrived in this city.
Well, in his first National Football League game ever, he came out a winner in a closely contested game. Hallelujah, says the message board at Giant Stadium. So the final score here this afternoon in the season's opener, Giants 20 and the Redskins 17.
At Allegheny Ludlam Industries, we make and use special metals in a lot of ways nobody else does. Like time memory elements for digital clock radios. We make the stainless steel for high-speed trains. At Allegheny Ludlam Industries, we create a lot of different things you live with every day. All the way from this true temper tennis racket frame to the super alloys used in this 747.
America the beautiful, she's big and she's free. There's no place like her on this earth, and there'll probably never be. She's been a long time growing, and she's moving right along. Gotta keep that beat up going, like the rhythm of a song.
We can't wait for tomorrow. Alcoa can't wait.
We gotta save the houses that speak of yesterday. We gotta work the land, my friend, in a new and better way. The people at Alcoa are working every day. We will find the answers as aluminum shows the way.
We can't wait for tomorrow. Alcoa can't wait.
Well, when the Giants meet the Redskins, and especially on opening day, there usually has been excitement, and Paul Horning, we had plenty of it this afternoon.
We sure did. It was a great football game. Joe Danello, with pressure right on his shoulders, kicked it through from 30 yards out in the last 10 seconds to win it. Atlanta 17, Los Angeles 6, a big upset in the fourth quarter. It's in the making. Philadelphia 2 touchdown passes. Ron Jaworski over Tampa Bay 13-3.
Cleveland 13 and Cincinnati 3. And
pads in head of Gene Fugit.
First and 10 for the Redskins, just inside the Giant 15-yard line. We have 8 minutes, 19 seconds remaining to be played in this opening day game. The Giants are leading by a score of 10-7, but unhappy about that last development.
41 yards they got out of that play, is all.
Grant goes to the right side. Taylor to the left. Mike Thomas and John Riggins are the setbacks in an I formation. Kilmer. Taken by Charlie Taylor.
See where they mark it, sideline pattern. They call that a touchdown?
No, I think the official got mixed up. I think he was asking for the ball or something. He certainly had his hands up there.
I'll tell you what happened. The official on that side thought the 5-yard line
was the goal line.
And he signaled touchdown, but it's out of bounds about the 3.
Kilmer's over asking about it.
Watch this end zone shot here. Kilmer with play action, a lot of time to throw the ball. Taylor on a square out. Beautiful pass, good catch. Now watch the referee. See, he signals touchdown. He thought the 5-yard line was the goal line.
It's going to be first and goal now, and the ball's at the 3. Beasley Reese was the cornerback there for the Giants.
Or penalties have killed the Giants, especially here in the second half. 13 penalties for 112 yards.
Thomas and Riggins are the setbacks for Bill Kilmer at the 3-yard line.
He's off the right side.
Kilmer's got it. Lofts it up, and it's taken by Riggins for the touchdown. Riggins for the touchdown, and for the first time today, the Redskins are out in front.
Good call by Billy Kilmer there. On 3rd and short, close to the goal line, they've lined up in that formation and went off right tackle. This time he just hid the football, and Riggins slipped into the flat unnoticed.
It is with 8 minutes, 9 seconds left to play in the game that the Redskins have taken the lead.
From the end zone, now watch this. Here's the play action. Watch Riggins. He goes out of your screen now, and he'll break loose in the end zone. Beat the linebacker there, Harry Carson, if he had the coverage.
Now Mosley boots it with Theismann holding it. It's good. And so the score is the Washington Redskins 14, the New York Giants 10. 8 minutes, 9 seconds left to play in the game on opening day at Giant Stadium.
10 years ago, no one knew me. I was part of the famous no-name defense. Then we built our reputation by being fast. Now, I don't want to lose that. I drink light beer from Miller because it doesn't fill me up, has a third less calories than a regular beer, and it tastes great. Now everyone knows me.
Hey,
I know you. You're,
Nick Bonacani.
No, that's not it.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
Want to cut your fuel bills? Whether your house is new or old, put insulation everywhere. It can save you money. Your attic. You need a 6 to 12-inch blanket of pink Owens Corning fiberglass. Walls, full insulation. Unheated crawl space, insulate below the floor. Live where it's cold, insulate basement walls. See your Owens Corning fiberglass supplier to learn all about insulation. Insulation is cheaper than oil.
On the CBS Wednesday night movie, two police partners who dare to commit their own social crime.
If we're stuck with each other, let's really be stuck.
Look, I've got a marriage to think about.
I think you better spend the night someplace else.
The drama you'll talk about, A Killing Affair. Wednesday at 9, 8 Central and Mountain.
Have been able to play a fairly conservative offense so far this afternoon, as Hammond returns the opening kickoff here, or rather this kickoff, from the 1-yard line. This is Bob Hammond. And he gets it out across the 20-yard line. And
Keeps Wysocki in chase.
Finally pulled down at the 24. So that is where the Giants will start, 1st and 10. They are trailing for the first time today with the Redskins out front 14-10. Zonka and Spencer on the setbacks. Coder's out with an injury. Spencer gets to the 27-yard line. Gain of 3 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Well, you're getting a few boos. We still got 7 minutes and 48 seconds. There's a lot of pressure on that young quarterback now, Lenz. Jerry Goldstein, we're going to see now if he can move this football team. I think he's going to go upstairs to do it.
Spencer comes out and Bob Hammond comes in now. 2nd down and 7 yards to go for the Giants. John McVay. Move it into an I formation. Hammond on the tail of the tandem. Goldstein has the ball. Jerry Goldstein pumps it, and it is intercepted by Jake Scott at the 45, and he gets to the 40, and Jake Scott is at the 33-yard line.
They played right into Washington's hands there. Jake Scott, one of the best free safety ever played in this game. Jerry Goldstein was trying to go down the middle to Jimmy Robinson, and Jake Scott came over from the free safety position. Goldstein never saw him. Now watch this. Goldstein comes back, play action. He's going to try to hit to his left side, Robinson on the post. Now there he didn't even see Jake Scott, who was just following the quarterback's eyes and played that center field beautifully. Hammond takes a shot at him, misses.
Jake Scott's been doing that a long time. 1st and 10 at the 33 now. Riggins gets the ball from Kilmer and goes into the 29-yard line. Again, 4 yards on the play. 2nd and 6 for the Redskins. John Mendenhall in to make the stop for the Giants along with Brad Van Pelt. George Allen, a little more talkative if possible. He's a fellow who'll talk to you.
Even enjoying it. That's either milk or a soft drink, I can tell you that, on the sidelines.
Stan Lloyd sent out there, and now he is going back. Schottenheimer there.
He handles the defense for the Giants.
Riggins drives inside the 25. Jim Stanky stopped him at the 22-yard line.
Well, he was hit about a yard behind the line of scrimmage. Just good hard running that time by John Riggins.
Another 1st down. Redskins are leading by 4 points in driving here. We have 6 minutes, 14 seconds left to play in the game.
Riggins has 79 yards and 17 carries.
Grant to the left side and Charlie Taylor to the right side for Bill Kilmer's Redskins. Riggins to the 21-yard line. Troy Archer tripped him up. Gain of a yard. It's going to be 2nd down and 9. Penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. Illegal motion called against the Redskins. That'll cost him 5. Troy Archer going off.
Jan Stenner has kicked a 21-yard field goal to cut New England's lead to 4 points. We still have 10 minutes and 23 seconds to go in that football game.
Pick up the penalty here.
Illegal motion. Offense, number 62. 1st down.
Dan Nugent, number 62.
There's the Washington bench. They're a little more relaxed. They look a lot more relaxed than they did in the first half, don't they, Linz?
They certainly do. 1st and 15. Redskins at the Giants' 27-yard line. Riggins gets to the 20-yard line. Picked up 7 on the play. Beasley Reese made the stop. It'll be 2nd down and 8. John Riggins, 7-year veteran from Kansas, formerly of the Jets. Mark Mosley, the field goal man, at the ready along the sideline. The Redskins lead the Giants by a score of 14-10. We have 5 minutes, 25 seconds left to play. Calvin Hill. Penalty markers thrown from afar and sailing across field. Penalties against the Redskins. Holding.
Line of scrimmage about the 20-yard line. This is going to cost them 10.
Make it 2nd and 18, back at the 30-yard line.
Illegal use of hands, offense, number 74, 2nd down.
I tell you, Billy goes to the air here. Are on 3rd down. I would really key on number 35, Calvin Hill. He loves to go to his backs in this situation. He's completed 4 passes in the first half to Hill.
George Stark, number 74, was the offender on the last infraction. 2nd and 18. The draw play this time to Riggins, but no. Mendenhall is there, along with Gary Jeter.
I'd say he's earned his pay this afternoon, Lindsay. Number 64, John Mendenhall, played a great game on the inside defensive left tackle for the Giants defense. From the end zone, watch Mendenhall. 62 is Dan Nugent trying to block him. He gets John Riggins for a loss.
That'll make it 3rd and 21. Out at the 33-yard line. 4.5 minutes left to play in the game. The Redskins leading 14-10.
This is where I'd key Calvin Hill if he throws it.
Well, Riggins pulled down at the line of scrimmage. Might have lost a half yard. Brian Kelly made the stop.
Well, the Redskins would say, we're not going to beat ourselves. We're going to make you beat us if you want to win this football game.
So now, here comes Mark Mosley in the field goal unit. Theismann will hold, and Kilmer's coming off.
Keep in mind, if he misses this field goal, the Giants will get the football at the line of scrimmage. It'll be the 33-yard line.
This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Theismann holding and a 51-yard attempt, but Theismann's calling timeout for the Redskins. Redskins take a timeout.
You know, Theismann has pulled the fake a few times.
He has. He was a quarterback, a passing quarterback at Notre Dame and at Toronto in the Canadian League. And he has pulled it as the holder a time or two. Theismann coming back.
I noticed 2 safeties on when they lined up for the field goal. They were completely keying the men who were blocking on the ends of the line for Washington. I know they're keying the pass there.
Again, it will be a 51-yard attempt. Theismann holding at the 41-yard line. 3 minutes, 41 seconds left to play.
Plenty of distance.
It's good. A 51-yard field goal by Mark Mosley is good. And the Redskins go ahead 17-10.
Ooh, he got a lot of leg into that one. Mosley kicks it very, very high. And he really put the foot into that. George Allen
going out to kick off now. 3 minutes, 36 seconds left to play in the ball game, and the Redskins are leading by a score of 17-10. In the New York Yankees 6, the Detroit Tigers 1, ninth inning.
Well, the last 2 times the Redskins have had the football, they went in for 7. Went 88 yards in one drive. This drive was 33 yards and 3 plays.
Robinson and Hammond, the deep men, to take the kickoff. It'll be put up there by Mark Mosley.
He usually kicks his kickoff very, very high. He's got it. You can see this angle of that football on that high 2.5, 3-inch tee. He gets under it right, hits it perfect. He kicks it very high.
A knuckleball. Hammond bobbles the ball, but he's picked up by Robinson, and he's across the 20 to the 25. And he is pulled down at the 27-yard line. Pete Wysocki made the stop. So the Giants start now, 1st and 10. They have the ball just in advance of the 26-yard line. And the Redskins are leading it 17 to 10. Gary Goldstein has quarterbacking throughout. Zonka and Spencer are the setbacks. Goldstein. And it's taken by Moorhead. He's at the 45-yard line.
That's what young quarterbacks have got to learn. I'll tell you, those turn-in patterns and quick hook patterns to the inside, usually your best percentage pass. Jerry Goldstein right on target here. He shows you the good strong arm from the end zone. Little fake to Zonka. He's helping in the middle to pick up. Watch his turn-in pattern. Boom, right on target. Moorhead.
Gerald Williams made the stop, 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Goldstein. Moorhead incomplete with Ken Houston covering.
Moorhead had Houston beaten by about a half a step to a step.
That is a final as the Cleveland Browns upset the Bengals. And New England in the 4th quarter is leading Kansas City by a score of 21 to 17.
New England 21, Kansas City 17, 4th quarter. Lindsay gave you that one.
And right here, of course, George Allen has now lost a season opener. He had 11 consecutive years in which he won on opening day. A crowd of more than 76,000 fans here at Giant Stadium saw a tremendous opening day football game. This is Lindsey Nelson with Paul Horning, and stay tuned now as the NFL Today continues after this word from your local station.
Wonder why your car insurance rates are going up? Curious about how much influence the gun lobby has on your congressman? Want to go on a treasure hunt? Watch 60 Minutes tonight on CBS.